Hi. Great intro as always, mate. I can't do an intro to save my life. So we're back again with another pumpkin spice taste test. I really enjoyed doing the last one, and it's gotten the most response out of people, meaning I've gotten a response out of people from it. Mild, if anything, but it's a response. So we're back again this year with another 9 pumpkin spice or pumpkin pie flavored items that we're going to be looking at today. Ethan's not with me this time, though. He's gone off to join the army because he's a patriot and all that crap. Yay. Because Ethan's not here, this is not going to look or sound nearly as nice because he was the one who provided all the equipment we used last time. I'm now using a cheapy microphone and my phone to film and do audio, so oh well, we're still gonna have fun here today. So we're going to be starting today with Sweet Harvest Pumpkin Black Tea from Celestial Seasonings. You can't see that worth a darn. Starting with this one because it takes time to brew. Probably shouldn't be using a knife to open this. Probably shouldn't be using a knife unsupervised, but here we are. Especially not since my phone is the thing that's currently on the camera. Ooh, that smells strong. I can smell the cinnamon and the ginger, I think is what that is, or the nutmeg. We have a quote from Albert Camus that says, "Autumn is a second spring when every leaf is a flower." That's nice, actually. Blendmaster's notes. Just like a perfect baked pumpkin pie, this delicious autumnal blend, autumnal, good word, I like that word, evokes the flavor of a brisk fall day, featuring rich black tea, harvest fresh pumpkin flavor, and traditional spices like cinnamon, ginger, and nutmeg. Plus a touch of sweetness, this festive blend is a delicious little slice of harvest time. I am actually legitimately looking forward to this. I like tea. I'm a little bit concerned with the pumpkin flavor. Pumpkin is not a flavor that I would generally think of being appropriate for tea. The pumpkin spice, definitely, but not the pumpkin itself. Is this loose leaf? Oh, hold on. Oh no, it's bags. Okay. I've never bought Celestial Seasoning tea before. The only Celestial Seasoning tea I have was when I pilfered an entire... oh, that smells really sweet. It was when I pilfered an entire case of it from the free sample guy at Walmart. Got our mug, drop it in. Where's my water? And I have a thermos full of water that is probably, oh, that exploded. Probably boiling. It's steaming, so it should be fine. Now we're just gonna let that sit for about 5 minutes or so. While that is brewing, we are going to crack into our other beverage for the day. We have Sparkling Pumpkin Spice Flavored Juice Cocktail. Flavored juice cocktail blend of grape and apple juices from concentrate with other natural flavors. This was actually given to me last year at Christmas by Ethan, and no joke, we haven't had space to put it in the fridge all year since then. We didn't even really have space for it in the fridge today whenever I put it in there to chill. Let's crack it open. That all came off way easier than I was expecting. It smells... Ooh, it sort of smells like a sparkling apple juice you can buy during the holidays, just with like a hint of cinnamon in it. Got my Lard Aardvark mug, also a gift from Ethan last Christmas. And it is really, really nice. I can't really taste the pumpkin spice much, which is fine. I like pumpkin spice, but I'm also of the opinion it's something that should be, you know, subtle more than anything. Ooh, that's good. I really, really like sparkling juices, and this is like up there with the rest of them. This is really, really nice. It's mostly, you can mostly taste the apple, a little bit of the grape. I'd assume white grape, but white grape kind of tastes like apple anyway. Yeah, that's really good. I really like that. So, good job, Ethan. You did a good on this one. I finished that whole cup. Back to the cooler with ye. What next? Don't fall asleep on me, you scum. Up next, we have pumpkin spice cups from Palmer Candy. These are chocolatey shell filled with creamy pumpkin spice center. I'm doing this one next because I'm scared of it. I bought this because it was unique. I hadn't seen anything like it before. And also it was like one of the very few things other than coffee that Amazon had pumpkin spice this year. But yeah, I'm scared of it. I have no idea what this is going to be. So we're going to get it out of the way now. So immediately, this is like a little cup, like a Reese, like your, I guess the fun size is what they call it with the Reese's. Of course, now that I'm opening it, it looks almost more like a Rolo. There's no paper on it, and it's just like a little Reese's cup. I'm gonna cut this open. I've got also a different knife, a butter knife. I'm gonna cut this open and see what it looks like on the inside. This almost looks like the. Oh, that is not cream. I don't know what that is, but that is hard. I'm even more scared of this thing now. Well, bottoms up, or tally-ho, or what have you. Geronimo, that should go on. It's not bad. Again, I can't really taste the pumpkin spice, but it's not bad. First thing I'm noticing is that the chocolate tastes really, really, really cheap. Palmer chocolate usually does. So the chocolate's not great, but for the most part it's fine. Like, it's not offensive or anything. Let me try a little bit of this cream. It almost tastes of nothing but sugar. Like, I don't taste the pumpkin spice in that at all. So as an addendum to this one, the one I ate on the video was very underfilled as far as cream goes. Some of them I've had since. The pumpkin spice has been a lot more prominent, but it was still really, really dwarfed by the cheap chocolate. Yeah, that's fine. Not offensive or anything, but I don't think I would recommend it. Our tea has been brewing for 7 minutes now, so I'm going to fish out these tea bags. There's our tea just brewed. Kind of looks like coffee, but a little more translucent. I like my tea with a spoonful of sugar out of the sugar bowl. I really hope you can read that. My lighting is still really bad this year. And a little splash of the half and half. That was way too much. So this looks really nice. It looks like coffee. Now we just gotta wait for that to cool a little bit so we don't burn our mouth on it. And while we're waiting for it to cool, we're going to go ahead and crack into our next item. Pumpkin Spice Werthers Caramels. Soft and creamy caramels with a touch of pumpkin spice. So yeah, this is just a pack of pumpkin spice Werthers. If you've never had Werthers, I highly recommend them. I'm not a huge fan of hard candy, but Werthers are really, really nice. They're like these little caramel flavored hard candies. I don't have any to hand, but they're really, really good. They're legitimately one of my favorite hard candies. Ugh. Oh my gosh, that's disgusting. I apologize. Here we have just a plain, it's not plain, it's a pumpkin spice Werthers. It's a little on the floor. It's a little different. It's a little bigger for one, and it's shaped rectangularly. It's wrapped in paper as opposed to like the gold foil they wrap the normal ones in. As it said on the packaging, this is soft caramel as opposed to hard caramel. But it's, yeah, just little thing. Very descriptive, Brain. Thank you. Alright, so, once again, it's really, really nice. Caramel, it's Werther's caramel. Werther's makes really, really good caramel. But, again, I cannot taste the pumpkin spice. I know I said pumpkin spice should be subtle. So far, we've had 3 things where it's a little too subtle. But yeah, these are good. These are Werther's. Anybody who's had Werther's knows that Werther's are really, really good. And anybody who's not had Werther's need to go out and buy a package of Werther's because they're some of the nicest hard candies, and it turns out their soft caramel is really nice too. These these get a pass. These might go in my candy bowl next, but I'm not going to commit to that yet, because next up we have pumpkin spice KitKats. KitKats are another thing that I really, really like. They are probably top 3 candy bars for me. They're really, really high up there. Smells like plastic. I've never had one of the flavored KitKats. That's not true. I have had the, they did like a mint and dark chocolate one a little while ago. Those are pretty good. But other than that, I've not had the opportunity to try any of the weirder, wackier flavors. I would love to someday. I would love to be able to try like a bunch of the weird ones they have in Japan. But until that day, I am stuck with the pumpkin pie flavored KitKats. Something I can say off the bat is that the packaging of these is really, really nice. Really nice. I can sort of even smell a little bit of pumpkin spice through the packaging, which is nice given what our pumpkin spice has been showing so far. Yeah, I don't really have anything else to say about this one, so let's just crack it open. So immediately the color is a little bit weird. It's orange-ish. It's kind of, it's like an orange, it's like a very dull burnt orange. There we go. There's some pumpkin. That is good. That's good. I like that. The pumpkin pie is really, really strong there. Not too strong. If I were to eat this without knowing what it was, I'd be able to guess that this is pumpkin pie. And it's a Kit Kat, so I like it. Kit Kats can do no wrong. Kit Kats died for your sins. That's really, really nice. And so far, it is the most pumpkin spice flavored thing we've had today. So this one gets a pass. Alright, now our tea should finally be cool enough to take a sip without destroying ourselves. So I'm going to finally sample this tea. It still smells really nice. Alright, let's take a sip. Oh, wow. That is not what I was expecting at all. That is weird. It's almost fruity. I'm not sure if I like that or not. I mean, I keep going back for more. Yeah, it's really, really weird. So it's definitely black tea. You know, the tea flavor is really, really strong there. There's a hint of the pumpkin spice there as well. The perfect amount of pumpkin spice in there, I might add. There's something weird about it. I'm really not sure how to describe it. It is fruity, but also kind of... I'm not sure if it's like mixing with the tea to make sort of almost a vegetable-y flavor or what. It's really weird, though. I mean, I'll probably drink the rest of it because it was not exactly inexpensive, especially right now with the way shipping is. And it's not bad. It's not bad at all. It's just weird. I was expecting it to be like black tea with pumpkin spice in it. I wasn't expecting this weird fruitiness coming from the pumpkins, so. Yeah. I was legitimately unexpected. I really was not expecting that. I'm most of the way through the mug now, and it's growing on me. Yeah. Tentative pass. Not tentative. Reluctant pass. It's not bad, but it's really weird. It's definitely not everybody's cup of tea.
Get it? 'Cause it's tea!
Yeah, it's alright. Alright, so next up, what do we have next? I'm gonna go with these. Next up, we have Hostess Cupcakes. Artificially flavored iced pumpkin cake with creamy filling. I love Hostess Cupcakes. I really don't see how this could be bad. Or at least not terrible, anyway. How is this supposed to open? There we go. I got it. Everything's fine. So there it is. It's a Hostess Cupcake. There it is. It's a little bit smushed. I don't know why. I didn't smush it. Probably. It smells overwhelmingly of just sugar. It's really, really moist. Like, it's kind of moist and sticky. That's definitely a good omen. I'm expecting this to just taste like a spice cake. So, let's give it a go. Oh, the icing is a lot softer than I expect. With most Hostess cupcakes that I'm used to, the icing has gotten really hard. It just tastes like a spice cake. Granted, like a really cheap, mass-produced spice cake, but it's Hostess. I really wouldn't expect anything else. The icing is softer than I was expecting. Most of the time, whenever I get Hostess cupcakes, the icing on top is really, it's gone hard. Probably they're a little bit stale, but it's not on this. It's pretty soft. Almost has like a fondant-y texture to it. The cake is really soft and moist. Like, it's really texturally, the cake is really, really nice. And yeah, this is pretty good. It tastes like a cheap mass-produced spice cake. Like, just imagine if you've had a Hostess cupcake, imagine a Hostess cupcake, but it's a spice cake instead of chocolate or vanilla or whatever other flavors they add. That's basically what this is. It's really nice. Now for our second cake-related item today, Cake Bites. Limited edition Harvest Pumpkin Spice Cake Bites. Autumn, summer sets, and winter is on the horizon. Farmers rush to harvest, and the rest make time to savor the disappearing days and life's bounty. It's really depressing, guys. I'm here to have fun, not to think about existential dread. Hot apple cider, pumpkin pie, children's begging for candy, and of course, Harvest Pumpkin Cake Bites. How does one indulge in fall? Well, usually I just like wearing cool weather clothing and looking out my window at the corn turning brown. I live in Indiana. What else am I going to do? It's all we have. Cold weather and corn. And frickin' really bad allergies all year round. We offer you the naturally colorful pumpkin cake, bound by love in our pumpkin jelly and crowned with decament, cinnamon streusel, poetry in a single bite. John Keats referred to the harvest as a season of mists and mellow fruitfulness. Did he know that pumpkins are fruit? Pumpkins have been around since 7000 BC. I thought pumpkins were a gourd. Pumpkins have been around since 7000 BC, but the Harvest Pumpkin Cake Bite is only available for a limited time. Save for autumn, fall for a cake bite. So yeah, these are cake. These are like little stacks of cake. It looks like they have a cinnamon spice cake, pumpkin cake, vanilla pumpkin cake, pumpkin jelly, and cinnamon streusel crumb on top. This could actually be really, really nice. The picture on the front looks quite good. The thing that actually drew me to these was the pictures on the Amazon listing are really bad. Like every single one of them has these pictures of the pumpkin of the cake bites on them, but every single one of them you can tell the cake bites were photoshopped in, and really, really badly at that. So that kind of caught my attention. I was like, okay, let me look at this. So let's open it up. Why can people not make packaging that opens the way it should do? So here's one of our packages. I can already tell that it's like a pumpkin, like a little plastic tray, like what you would get Hostess Cupcakes out of. Oh, these are a lot smaller than I was expecting. Like, these are really tiny, and they smell like maple. They smell like maple syrup, like really, really strong. There's one of them a little closer, so you can see you got your little layers of cake, and they're kind of glued together by jelly. The cake, it feels really, really heavy too. It's got what is it? Cinnamon streusel crumb on top is kind of smooshed down. I wouldn't guess it was actually anything other than just the top layer of cake if I didn't have my little diagram. Yeah, it's really heavy. It's probably going to be really dense, so I should like this because like it's pumpkin cake, cinnamon spice cake, and vanilla pumpkin cake. Like I said, I really like spice cakes a lot. So, and pumpkin jelly, I imagine that's something similar to pumpkin butter. So, yeah, this is probably going to be alright. Let's try it. So, a couple of takeaways. One, it's really heavy and really dry. Not necessarily a problem, but, yeah, it's kind of getting caught in the back of my throat a little bit, like the crumbs. And there's kind of a bitter aftertaste to it. But other than that, this is quite nice. I don't really taste the distinct layers at all. I don't really get any of the hints of that pumpkin jelly. That pumpkin jelly that it says is in here. But, yeah. Other than that, it just kind of it's a bite of spice cake. And as a fan of spice cake, that's really nice. I'm going to get my dissection knife here. And I'm going to cut this into separate layers and see if I have different thoughts about the individual layers. Alright, so I'm going to start with the cinnamon streusel crumb, which isn't completely separated from the vanilla pumpkin cake. But it'll be enough, I think. It's really cinnamony and streusely. That one's kind of just... That's what it says on the tin. Next up, we have the pumpkin jelly, which again is not really separated all that well. This one I have no idea how it's going to taste. Yeah, that kind of tastes like pumpkin butter. Which, for those of you who've never had pumpkin butter, it's basically apple butter, but with pumpkin and pumpkin spice. And for people who've never had apple butter, think heavily spiced applesauce. And for people who've never had applesauce, what are you doing with your life? Vanilla pumpkin cake is up next. It tastes like a spice cake. Plain old pumpkin cake next. Just tastes like a spice cake. Finally, we have our cinnamon spice cake. Say it with me. It tastes like a spice cake. So yeah, Cake Bites Harvest Pumpkin Spice. Good. It's a spice cake. There's not really anything else to say about it. Our second to last item today, we have Pumpkin Spice Twinkies. It's I'm getting cake crumbs all over my brand new chair. 10 individually wrapped golden sponge cakes with pumpkin spice creamy filling. There it is. It looks like a Twinkie. Smells like a Twinkie. Sounds like a Twinkie. Breaking it open. Filling is kind of off-white, going towards brown, which is kind of what I was expecting looking at the picture here. And it just smells like a Twinkie. Like this just, to me, it seems like it's just going to be a Twinkie. If you've never had a Twinkie before, it's basically a pound cake, like a golden pound cake with a cream filling. And also, if you've never had a Twinkie before, what are you doing with your life? Yeah, I can't really shoot the crap with this one too much. Let's just try it. It's just a Twinkie, but if possible, the cream filling is even more sweet. There is some sort of spice going on, presumably pumpkin spice, but I can't really taste anything in particular. It's just kind of weird. It reminds me of something. I will say it reminds me of something, but I cannot put my finger on what. I'm probably going to end up eating this whole Twinkie trying to figure out what it is. Yeah, it's not coming to me. So, me in editing, if you think of what that tastes like, put it here now. If not, show us a picture of a penguin wearing a hat. Alright, so that is 8 of our 9 items today. Now I just have to break out the last one, and the one I am most intrigued by. I'm not going to say I'm scared or I'm excited. I'm just intrigued. Out of the cooler you come. We have pumpkin pie ice cream from Kroger. During my stint working at a Kroger store, I had a coworker who told me this stuff was really good. So I'm interested. And Kroger, in my experience, makes pretty good ice cream in general. So yeah, we're gonna. If I can stop burping, good lord, my body is rejecting all of the calories. It's orange. It's cold. It's ice cream, basically. Let's get ourselves a bowl. Let's get ourselves some out. So as far as color goes, it's burnt orange, and it's ice cream. It doesn't really smell of anything. It looks like ice cream. I guess we're just gonna have to taste this one. It's a lot. The pumpkin is a lot more subtle than I was expecting. Ice cream texture is really nice and creamy, which is kind of what I expect from Kroger. If you've never had Kroger brand ice cream, this is not sponsored, I promise. I just friggin' quit working at Kroger recently. The Kroger brand ice cream is really, really nice. If you haven't had it, I recommend it. It's quite good, and their cookie dough has like the most cookie dough of any cookie dough ice cream I've ever had, like even over Ben & Jerry's, and it costs like a fraction of the price. But enough about Kroger ice cream. Let's talk about Kroger ice cream. This stuff is really quite nice. It's not overly sweet. The pumpkin, like the flavor of it is, I'm not gonna say subtle, but it's not overpowering. It's not like in your face like I was kind of expecting it. It's about where you want ice cream to be flavor wise. I have no idea what these little bits in it are. Mainly because they're all really small and I can't pick out any one individually. Let's see if I can find one here. Ooh, that's something right there. I think that's pie crust. It has little bits of pie crust in it, which is really nice. It gives a little bit of texture, not quite crunch, but it like a little bit of roughness to it. It sort of breaks from the monotony of just ice cream. This is honestly a lot better than I was expecting. I wasn't expecting much. I was expecting it to be a tub of ice cream that I kind of forced myself through because I bought it. And I'm not the kind of cold-hearted monster to throw out ice cream. But that is actually really good. I'm gonna actually be able to eat that, the rest of that tub happily. That's kind of what my takeaway from not only this year, but last year was as well. Like I'm kind of surprised at all of this. This is actually all really good stuff, even though some of it wasn't really, the pumpkin spice wasn't really prevalent. The stuff that it was there is surprisingly good, and almost everything is really, really nice. I can't think of anything actually that I didn't really care for. These were not the best thing I've ever eaten, but I also wasn't really expecting them to be. I bought those to fill out the lineup and also to get the free shipping on the actual thing I was ordering, which was a book, if I recall. So yeah, pumpkin spice is weird and good, and I like it. Thank you all for watching this stupid thing of me eating weird stuff and ranting and raving at you for like 20 minutes to half an hour, however long this video is. I don't know, I haven't edited it yet. So yeah, thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed this video, drop a like. It helps me feel good about myself. And again, thank you for watching. I will see you next time on whatever the next thing is.
Have a nice Halloween.